and they're basically just little melee fighters. I'm not a particularly big fan of zealots, but so be it. Um, so anyway, let's continue to make stuff. These are the tier. So basically, when you select a probe, there's a bunch of commands up here like move, stop, patrol, attack. A lot of these are handled by like right-clicking or left-clicking things. You want to start to memorize the shortcuts though for like B for build or V for advanced build. Basically, these are your tier 1 buildings, and these are your tier 2 buildings. For a while, I didn't even know there was tier 2 when I first started, like my very first games. But, so we're going to create some more tier 1 buildings. It's important to create them because there is a tree of responsibility, or not responsibility, of requirements. Meaning, like, you can't create, for example, if I want to create a cannon right now, I couldn't because I don't have a forge. But, ooh, we got some computer guy attacking me.
We are the blades of iron.
Oh, he ran away. I'm just gonna hang out with base. But so anyway, so you can't create cannons until you have a forge. So this forge is almost done, and we'll see this cannon thing become enabled. Ta-da! We can create cannons. Cannons, like a lot of the Protoss units, have to be on powered ground. So if I try to create a cannon over here, it's not going to work. But if I create it on power, it'll work. The other thing I want to create here is a cybernetics core. Cybernetics core is one of those buildings that is very important for Protoss. It enables sentries to be built. It enables the stalkers to be built. It also enables these 3 buildings to be built: the Twilight Council, Stargate, and the Robotics Facility. So, very important. Let's create another gateway. That's the other thing you're going to have in this game. Is a lot of times you're going to create multiple buildings. Like it's not just the goal to get one of each building. It's basically you're going to come to a game and you're kind of going to decide early on, like I want to do lots of zealots or I want to do lots of sentries, and you're kind of going to customize your build order to enable you to get those units as fast as possible. So I'm going to research some stuff. So anyway, so we have our cybernetics core down here, and instead of actually building units, the forge and the cybernetics core are all about upgrading your army. So right here we can upgrade air weapons and armor. We can research a special ability called hallucination, and we can research an ability called warp gate. Warp gate is very, very popular for Protoss. Basically, these are the gateways, and as you'll notice, like if I choose a guy to create, actually I can't create any more guys because we are supply blocked at 18, so we need to create some more pylons. So we're bring this guy down here, and we'll create a pylon. One of the things too early in the game is you don't want to just have one pylon around all your buildings, because the enemies can come in here, kill that one pylon, and it would unpower like all your buildings, which would be awful. So it's good to have overlap between pylons. Actually, let's create some more pylons because we're just playing the computer and we don't really have to worry about losing. This is totally for fun. So notice, Protoss here, I can run around and create tons of things and not actually have to stay with the unit. And actually, let's go ahead and do some chaos. So let's see what we want to do. I don't want this to actually be a full rundown of all the units. I just want to talk a little bit about gameplay, I guess. So when you start off a game like this, like over in the lower left corner, you'll see this is the map, and you can drag your cursor around and kind of get a preview of where things are going. There's this concept called fog of war, which is basically like my guy's standing here and he can only see so far. So as he starts walking, you'll see that like it lights up and you'll get a sense of what's what. You want to basically, like if the enemy is in the darkness, like you can't see him, unless you've got like, you know, a watchtower or something like that. So you know, one of the early things of a game is to send these scouts out. So like when you're creating probes, you'll actually sometimes. Ooh, we got an attack. We actually have a lot. I should probably start building a little army here. We have our gateways, so let's transform. The warp gate thing that we researched here with the cybernetics core allows these gateways to turn into better gateways, or warp gates, I should say. And instead of actually building a unit, it just warps them in, so it's like really fast. So you basically just select the unit you want, and then just place them on powered ground, which is very handy, particularly in the middle of a fight. So as I was saying, a lot of times when you first start off, like you'll create like, you know, let's say you create 9 probes, and your guy creates a pylon, and then he basically starts scouting. Scouting is very, very important in StarCraft. It's basically, because this is a real-time strategy game, you're going to want to know what the enemy is up to and adapt your own strategy for that. When you're moving your probes around, you can actually just right-click this map and he'll go all over the place. Oh, excuse me. Actually, because it's this late in the game, you'll notice this little semicircle down here. That's basically because we're fighting Terran, and they have a, I forget what it's called. It's basically a watchtower that kind of notices when enemies are coming by, so we know they're in this corner. But when you're first starting up on this map, particularly, this is a 4-player map. They could have been here, they could have been here, they could have been here. So you want one of the early things you want to do is figure out what corner of the map they're in. And actually, I'm going to take my probe. This is something you'll see on a lot of maps. These, what are they called? Zil Naga Tower. Basically, if you have a ground unit by them, they will light up, and you'll see that your vision becomes really wide. There's a bunch of these towers all over the map, so if you like, you can send units here, and you'll gain a lot of vision, so you can tell if, you know, the opposing army is, you know, preparing to attack or whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna just cut this video short because we've talked about a lot of crap, but this is just the goal of this small video series is just to talk a little bit about Starcraft Basics, and eventually some basic strategies, tips and tricks and whatnot. So anyway, I'd love to know what you think. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and hopefully we will see more of these videos. Thanks for watching.